Hey, what's going on guys, this is 5 Large Fries, and today I wanted to talk about the skeleton forts in Sea of Thieves in a little bit more detail now that I've had the chance to experience it firsthand. And oh my god, was I not expecting this. I was kind of expecting this washover experience because, I mean, they're skeletons that you're attacking, so every time I've experienced skeletons before, they you know, you just give them the old slap and tickle and they fall over and they die. Simple as, right? Nah, this is not the case for skeleton forts. When I started sailing towards it, this really ominous music started playing, as you can hear here. And that really set the tone going forward, and I really felt on edge as I was getting closer and closer to the island. But then, I forgot that islands have cannons on them, and I forgot that the skeletons like to use the cannons. And I didn't realise the amount of cannons that were in this fort. And I didn't realise that they were all going to be manned. So as I started approaching the island, all these cannon shots just started coming after my ship, punching holes left, right and centre. And it was so tough, especially being on my own, that I knew as soon as I got my ship into a safe location that this was just going to be the beginning. And of course I was right. As soon as I got on the land, I pretty much got swarmed by skeletons, and I'll be honest with you, I was not expecting there to be that many, and when they swarmed me, I screamed like a little girl, I'm not even gonna lie. It was so terrifying because my health went from being perfectly fine to being absolutely shredded to pieces in a split second. And it was great. It was challenging. I knew at that point that this was going to be a challenging activity in Sea of Thieves, and it was going to be rewarding as well, because you've seen the developer update that they've done on skeleton forts. They show you the reward section of the skeleton forts being packed with loot. So at that point, especially when I was swarmed by the amount of skeletons, the difficulty just getting to the island itself, I knew that this definitely was not going to be a solo person activity. I was going to need another person. I did finally end up joining a friend, Flatline. He came on, he played with me, and it took us about an hour to do this on our own. We also had a few ships that we had to contend with that started coming in, but thankfully we parked our ship up and we used the fort as our advantage, as the skeletons mounted on the cannons would then take pot shots, and multiple pot shots at that, at the passing ships that were trying to take us out, because they obviously wanted to get all the loot for themselves. But thankfully the island was on our side, the fort was on our side even, and we managed to defend it and then carry back on and try and take out the boss. We finally killed the boss. However, unfortunately in the beta they were having a few issues with the skeleton fort's rewards. So when you opened the fort door, there would be nothing in there, so we did get trolled a little bit in that respect, but it's absolutely fine. They knew that these issues were there and they were going to get them fixed. It even says in the launcher when you load up that, you know, we know about this issue and it will be fixed for launch day. So that's absolutely fine. And of course, like, none of your gold and stuff carries over from the beta, so it wasn't that much of an issue. But it was a little bit, it was funny, I gotta admit. Now I have to say, I am really impressed with the difficulty of the skeleton fort raids. I thought it would be much easier and that it would be aimed at the more casual player base, but it doesn't seem to be the case at all. Like I said earlier, it was very challenging just to get a safe spot on the island without getting riddled with cannonballs. But even getting on there, trying to clear out the masses of skeletons that occupied this fort, as well as taking down the fort's boss, the captain. In this case it was Captain Alex Thieves was his name, which I thought was a pretty cool name. Taking him down, getting the key was so challenging, and then obviously fighting off other players that were coming in, other pirates. It was just fantastic. It was great. And if skeleton forts are this challenging, it only makes me more and more excited for when I finally experience the Kraken, because I know it will be such a tough fight. But that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you're new around here and you enjoyed this, please hit the subscribe button. It will help me out so much. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video.